Okay, we're
Hi,
back.
my name's Ken.
You can see I've wired up
This video is
both of the
about the wiring
master
for a
connectors.
central locking system.
Now, coming out of the
If you're
control
thinking of
box
buying one similar to
is a red
this,
wire with a fuse.
okay,
Well, that's your power. So I've connected that
it's
to the
we got the
positive
components
terminal of the
over
battery.
here.
On the other
Comes with a
side,
wiring
coming out of the
diagram.
controller, is a black wire.
But
That's
it
the
doesn't
ground.
exactly match the
So that's
system.
connected to the negative.
Now, I'm just
Now,
dealing with
with
the
the
wiring.
Positive and the negative connected to the power box.
Craft Customs
That is
has got a
literally
good video
all
out there that
The
shows
locks need to
installing
run
it
mechanically.
and doing the basic lock wiring. Provo Beast
And if
audio
you
installation.
see they work,
Another one.
but if you
He
also you
covers
can hear
about
a click.
everything. And he just makes mention of one of the issues I'm going to deal with today.
Okay,
But,
what that click
let's
is.
go right ahead and do it. Okay?
Is that when I hit the power, the on button on the remote, it's tripping power to these two orange
you
wires.
may be able to see, I've got a
Sending a
battery
signal.
down there, 12 volt,
So what
Yeah,
I'm going
run
to
double
do is
cables
wire them up
minus and plus.
to a relay
Okay, so I've got some power up here.
and a
Work
light,
with.
like your
Now,
taillights
there's
would
the
work,
components.
and show you how that goes.
There's the controller that comes in this box. This is the wiring harness. It's all pre-wired, all tied together. And it's pretty simple to assemble. It just plugs into the controller. Like so. And you've got, these are the master locks. It also comes with 2 slave locks for your rear doors. I'm not using those. And it comes with the remotes, bare remotes. Okay, so I'm going to start by plugging in a master. They're easy enough. Black to black. Green to green. Blue to blue. Brown to brown. And white to white. I'm taking a little break right here. Do some more setup.
Okay, we're back. You can see I've wired up both of the master connectors. Now, coming out of the control box is a red wire with a fuse. Well, that's your power. So I've connected that to the positive terminal of the battery. On the other side, coming out of the controller, is a black wire. That's the ground. So that's connected to the negative. Now, with the positive and the negative connected to the power box, that is literally all the locks need to run. And if you see they work, but if you also, you can hear a click. Okay, what that click is that when I hit the power, the on button on the remote, it's tripping power to these 2 orange wires, sending a signal. So what I'm going to do is wire them up to a relay and a light like your taillights would work, and show you how that goes. Okay, back again. All right. So I showed you that the plus and minus have been wired in. Okay, so I've just added a relay. This is a regular 5-pin relay, 4-pin relay, really. Okay, so I've run a ground wire to 12 volt negative on the relay, which is pin 85. Pin 86 is the switch. Okay, we'll leave that for a second. Pin 87 is power. So I've run that over and fed 12 volt power to it. All right. Now, in this case, the two orange wires that are coming off of here, on the box they're defined as brown and white, and it says one of them is load and the other one's for a switch. Well, they don't work that way. That's what threw me when I bought this. They had power coming out of them. I tested it and found they had power. So I'm running them into the switch on the relay, and then I'm running load. This one here, 87 is load. And then load is feeding power to that light bulb, so it needs to be grounded. So I came back here and I clamped onto the ground. Now, when I lock the lights, when I lock the locks, all right, they unlocked, they locked. Now notice, when I unlock them, they blink twice. When I lock them, they blink once. And when I hit the horn button, it's just to show you where the car is. So I blink them 5 times. Now you can do it with a light, or you can do it with a horn. They show a horn. Well, I'm not a big fan of using a horn, and I'll show you why. So I'm switching from the light to the horn. Ready for this? Here we go. A little loud, huh? I don't think I want to live with that every day. Not to find the car. And when I lock and unlock the doors, I don't need the horn blowing at me. Okay? It might be alright to find the car, but... Okay, the only other thing I want to talk to you about is there's 2 output wires, and I'll just show you quickly. I'm switching to the other wire. And now I'm pressing... So it locked. It worked exactly the same way. And there's a reason for that. If you're using these to tie to the lights you'd most normally tie to would be your directionals, because they're made to blink, front and rear. Okay? Stoplights would only give you rear, and parking lights would be all of the lights, all around. Okay? The directionals are made to blink left and right. And the reason they give you 2 is because if you tied one wire to both the left and the right, you'd have just tied your left and right directionals together. So when you put your directional on, in all probability, all your directionals are going to blink. That doesn't work. Okay? So they keep them separate. You tie one orange wire to the left, which way is left, which way is right? Left, and the other one to the right. So they're separated. So then your directionals still work when you put the lever on. Okay? Hope that helps you. Have fun with it. They're good little systems, and they're really inexpensive. So have at it.